mother. Where you go? Amadou, your mother. Gotta get cut and come out of the mother. Where you go? Amadou, your mother.
Hi guys, welcome to Saint Lucia. Ladies and gentlemen, as I continue my voyage around Lesser Antilles, today we arrive in Saint Lucia, a place of breathtaking contrast and the only country in the world named after a woman, Santa Lucia of Syracuse. In this episode, we traditionally will take a look at Saint Lucia's famous beaches, explore its capital, some of its hidden gems, and more. A quick look at the map so we understand where we are and some facts about this island. Saint Lucia is a fairly small island. It's only 44 kilometers long and 22 kilometers wide, but it's one of the most diverse landscapes in the Caribbean, and its population is about 180,000. And of course, traditionally a quick look at the flag. The colors here represent sea, sun, and harmonious unity between island's people. And with the triangles in the middle representing the iconic island's pitons. And of course, don't forget to check out other episodes from the Caribbean series on my channel. Give it a like, subscribe, and comment your thought on Saint Lucia. Now that we are all set, let's just dive into it. Saint Lucia's history is as dramatic as its scenery. Originally inhabited by the Arawaks and later Caribs, the island was colonized by Europeans in the 17th century. What is crazy is the fact that the island changed hands between French and the British 14 times, before finally becoming British colony. This is why today you'll find a mix of French and English influences in the island's language, food, and traditions. When it comes to beaches, Saint Lucia has been advertised as a precious jewel of the Caribbean. And indeed, the island offers something for every mood, from lively shores full of resorts with restaurants and water sports, to quiet hidden coves. On the northwest coast, near Reduit Bay, you'll find Reduit Beach, probably island's most popular one. It is a stretch of golden sand with calm, shallow waters, which is quite nice for swimming. It is more of a social beach with many restaurants and attractions. And in my opinion, it is good for both, for families and also for those who are looking for a bit of fun with beach bars and cafes nearby. On the clear days, you can see Pigeon Island to the north and boats sailing through the Bay Marina. Its location near Reduit Bay village also makes for a great shopping experience and nightlife. This was my first beach in Saint Lucia, and I must say it was quite nice. Clear waters, golden sand, hustle of local vendors, I mean, what else do you need? Overall, Reduit Beach was vibrant, yet not too chaotic. Yes, touristy, yet still authentic. A good place to enjoy a few days here. Still on the west coast, towards the middle of the island, you'll find a really cool spot. In my humble opinion, no journey through Saint Lucia could be complete without visiting Marigot Bay. Surrounded by steep emerald green hills, the bay itself feels like a secret hideaway, almost completely enclosed except for a narrow channel that opens out to the sea. The cool thing about Marigot Bay is that this is the place where natural beauty and history intertwine. You see, during the colonial wars, the British Navy once hid their ships inside of this bay, covering them with palm branches so they would disappear into the trees, that way tricking the French into sailing past them. Today, Marigot Bay is a popular spot for yachts and sailboats. Its calm waters drawing sailors from all over the world. You'll often see luxury catamarans parked next to humble fishing boats. A mix that reflects Saint Lucia's unique charm. Upscale yet authentic. I think coming here at least for a day, relaxing with a drink, watching blue waters framed by palm trees and drifting white sails would be a great experience. And now it is the time for the star of the show. Tucked right between the iconic twin pitons lies one of the most beautiful stretches of sand in the Caribbean region. They call it Sugar Beach, a kind of a place that makes you drop your jaw and thank Mother Nature for its creations. Well, almost. Here's a plot twist. The sand here is actually imported. Do you remember when I said Saint Lucia was a volcanic island and towards the south of it the sand was actually black? Well, for this reason the white sand was brought here allegedly from Guyana, to give that nice contrast with the dark volcanic rock around. Well, nevertheless, it is a very impressive place. The two pitons rising dramatically on either side like two ancient guards of the bay definitely make the postcard-like scenery here. Today I'm at the Sugar Beach, which is the postcard of Saint Lucia and probably the world in terms of beaches. It's famous because its location. It's situated in the middle of two pitons, Grand Piton and Petit Piton, and it's very recognizable here. So the way it works here is it's actually a resort, a very upscale resort, but in Saint Lucia, just like other islands of this region, the beach is actually private. So they allow you to come in here and enjoy the beach. They have restaurants here and bars and stuff, but the reason you come here are the views. Today is a little bit of an overcast, but just being here, like surrounded by these mountains, it's quite incredible. It's worth mentioning that Sugar Beach is a part of protected marine reserve, making it one of the best diving and snorkeling spots on the island. Have an access to the beach and you can come and enjoy the facilities. You have to park like 10 minutes away from here and then you have to walk. So they even offer the services to bring you down here. They have a shuttle. I think it's a very nice place, very upscale place to spend the day. There are designated public areas where you can spread your towel and enjoy the magic for free. Despite its luxury settings, it still remains its inviting charm. Visitors are welcome regardless if they're staying at the resort or not. Just finishing my day today at Sugar Beach. The weather was not so great today, but got here for a few hours and I must tell you that it's definitely worth spending at least one day here because the scenes here are just incredible. I imagine like during nice sunset it's even better, but being in between those two pitons, it's just incredible setting. I think probably one of the best looking beaches probably in the world too, you know. It's just very, very picturesque setting, and like I said, it's free because, you know, like I mentioned before, in Saint Lucia all the beaches are public, but then bonus you got to use the facilities of the resort. I must say it's definitely on the pricey side, so maybe if you're on the budget, just bring some snacks with you. Because the restaurants here charge quite a bit for drinks and food. But other than that, you can definitely pull a day or half a day here with no costs whatsoever. And they even offer to take you back. Like if you buy a bottle of water and show them the receipt, they'll take you back to the parking lot with a shuttle. So definitely a must do. Alright, today we are in Castries, St. Lucia, the capital of this country. So you remembered, if you watch my episodes on the other part of Caribbean, on the other countries, it's a very similar vibe, very busy, very hectic. It has a port here, so the cruise ships dock here in Castries. it's situated kind of in the middle of the country, so it has access to the north where Reduit Bay is, and then to the south where the famous attractions and nice beaches are as well. But here I am just wanted to see what it's all about, and mainly I wanted to go to the central market here to get some bite to eat. And what I usually do is I come and first day I go and just grab some local produce, so I have some stuff for breakfast. So I'm trying to get maybe like local hot sauce, that's for sure, because they're very proud about their hot sauce on each island, you know. I want to get a homemade one, and also I want to get some coconut oil, maybe some plantain, some fruits, but let's go check it out. It is considered one of the busiest hubs in the region. Unlike typical island fishermen villages, it offers a different energy, vibrant, colorful, and alive with people. In my opinion, the highlight of Castries is its market. You see, Castries market is the town's beating heart. It is one of the largest open-air markets in the Caribbean region, filled with stalls selling spices, fresh fruit, vegetables, and local food. Just visiting some market here right now. It is fairly hectic. It's pretty hectic and super hot today too. But from what I'm noticing, the variety of goods here on this island is superior to the other islands, right? So they have a lot of good stuff and a lot of like vegetables and fruits too, so it's pretty good. But it's massive here. Today's Saturday. I'm not sure if it's a Saturday thing or this thing happens like every day, but there's quite a bit of stuff here and quite a bit of people too. So now I'm inside this market, and the variety of goods it's pretty big. You know, they have a bunch of clothing here. It's just like a classic, almost like a Latin American market, it reminds me, because they have like restaurants here as well. A lot of spices, a lot of local stuff. Probably the biggest one that I've seen in this region in the Caribbean, right? So just gonna walk around, maybe find like a souvenir or something. The air here is filled with smell of nutmeg, cinnamon, and roasted fish. Local restaurants around here. A nice local food. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's definitely one of the largest markets that I've been to in Caribbean. Pretty much has everything. And it's pretty big too, so if you need to find anything, this is it. I'm not buying anything right now. I think I need to withdraw some money first. And strangely enough, and I'm noticing this here in Saint Lucia as well, the lineups to the bank is like they're enormous. I'm not sure it's just a simple money withdrawal, but every single bank full with people. So if you want even like go to ATM, withdraw some money, you gotta wait like 20 minutes at least. I literally like trying to find somewhere that I can withdraw it quick, but there's no luck. And it's like I noticed that's a trend for like every single island, maybe except for Tobago, but yeah, that's the case. I'm gonna go get some to eat. Really like this. Like it's always the food here is like supposed to be like homemade, so should be exciting. How much is it? Okay, I'll try the sorrel. Sorrel is like a flower, right? Oh, it's a red flower. Okay. Maybe a passion fruit then. Okay, perfect. There you go. Let's go. Almost $5, so about $2. Tried it on the other islands. Usually it's really good, so some vitamins. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's proper. And the way they do it here, they freeze it, so it like constantly melts in the hot weather, and like you have this like slushy. But I also ordered some food from this nice lady here. The juice was nice. I'm gonna get some fish, try it. This table, okay. So just like anywhere else, it's like a little combo here. You got a protein and you got a bunch of sides. Looks fresh, looks like it's all domestic, but then also you have to get this guy, right? She said it's super hot, so let's see. I don't want to put too much because some of this stuff is like you never know. Yeah. Delicious. I mean, you can't go wrong with this because it's local and it's freshly made, right? So they're delicious. Good stuff. And this thing is better than any pop. It's like a local pop, but I think it's like fresh, so healthy. So it's like a classic Caribbean assorted meal, right? You got your protein and then you have like 5 to 6 sides. So I chose kingfish for my protein. And you got like cassava, plantain, salad, beans. Sometimes you get chips and stuff, rice. Of course, you got your macaroni and cheese. And it's pretty filling thing. Like I honestly, hot weather, I think one of these just like can get you through the day, and then you can have some like fruits at night. But this is like a classic spread here, so it's like assorted. Everything locally made, everything fresh. They only make it in the morning, and then if they sell out, they stop selling it. It's pretty good. Definitely has some heat on it. You gotta be careful with that because it's super hot and just gonna be sweating like crazy if I eat too much of that. Thank you. Bye bye. So that was a little bit of food.
I lived in Toronto and I lived in Ottawa for a while.
Oh, nice.
I was once my ex-wife. She's Canadian.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Canada is a nice one. It's a while I haven't been there now, so I could imagine the amount of things that's changed.
Yeah, but you know what never changes?
What?
The cold.
Oh, okay.
Still as cold.
Oh, it's still that cold? Oh, yeah. That's why it took off. Me, I don't want to go back.
Just like every other island here, Saint Lucia was under the British rule, right? So they gained their independence in February '79, and the statue that we saw is J. Compton, and he's basically the first Prime Minister or President of independent Saint Lucia. Prominent figure here on the island, obviously did a lot for the independence, and very similar to other islands where we saw these figures being idealized, and people almost like worship them. They're like national heroes and stuff. Remember how I told you that the cruise ships come here and make a stop here, which makes Castries a duty-free zone, right? So you can just walk down the street and pick up a bottle from the duty-free. No problem asked. Very common thing for this port towns different around the island. Because people technically entering the new country, right, every day, so they just park it here and then they come and get stuff from duty free. So it's very common shops here. Thank you, boss. And if Castries is a modern and lively heartbeat of Saint Lucia, Soufriere is its soul. A little south of Castries, still on the west coast, you'll find this charming fisherman village. It is located in the shadow of the towering pitons. Fishermen boats are parked in the near harbor. Its streets are filled with colorful wooden houses. And life here goes much slower. Soufriere's history is quite interesting. It was founded by French in the 18th century, and it was once the capital of the island. The name Soufriere actually means sulfur place, and it's referencing the volcanic springs and geothermal activity that still bubbles beneath this area. Speaking of which, you should probably visit the famous sulfur springs here, known as the Caribbean only drive-in volcano. I walked here for a while and noticed the blend of French colonial influence with vibrant Carib character. And of course, it is here that you'll find the legendary views of the pitons and few good beaches, including the sugar beach we spoke about earlier. And after you get tired of walking, don't forget to get yourself a nice juicy roti. They're quite delicious here. I would definitely recommend stopping here for a few hours. Maybe even on your way to a sugar beach. Because Soufriere is indeed authentic, rooted in history place, not to mention the surrounding jaw-dropping beauty. Saint Lucia is home to more than 1,300 plant and 160 bird species. So obviously it is an island made for adventure. There are many cool experiences that you could do around the island, most popular being the trip to Sulphur Springs and Diamond Falls. I personally was fascinated with pitons. For one of the most breathtaking views in Saint Lucia, without having to scale a mountain, I made my way to the Tet Paul nature trail, just outside of Soufriere. The walk itself is fairly easy, about 45 minutes I would say, winding through lush greenery. Along the way, a local guide provides very informative facts, especially about the plants. To name a few, cocoa pods, cassava, local herbs used in culinary and medicine.
It blooms only during Christmas time. Ginger lily. It comes in three colors, the red, the white and the pink.
For real?
Go ahead, you can touch. It's very slimy.
Like aloe vera.
Yeah. Just add inside of there, it's all natural.
Today we're doing the Tet Paul hike, and the cost of it is 10 USD, and you got the private guide with it too, which is very knowledgeable. Fairly easy hike. Right now I'm probably somewhere in the middle of it, enjoying it so far. The views so far are quite nice, but it's supposed to get even better. And it's nice weather today too, so have a clear sky. And you can see pitons from here. The cool part about this hike is that the guide is very knowledgeable, and he just stops and shows you all the stuff that grows here on the island. Like this lemongrass here. A lot of stuff grows around here. He explains what they use that for. So, very educational hike too.
Left we have the tallest mountain on island, Mount Jimmy. 3,119 feet, 915 meters. 8 hours of hiking, 4 up, 4 down, depends on your walking pace. But it's Over there it's mostly like rainforest area. Half a mile away from shore we have the small triangle island in the ocean. It's called Maria Island, protected by the National Trust. Okay, if you have to go there, you're gonna have to make an appointment with them. We also have some endangered species right there, some lizards, some snakes, some parrots, some turtles. At the moment it's closed for nesting. So over down there we have a small farming community called Chateau Belle. Roughly 200 persons live down there. The main crop for farming is sweet potatoes.
The locals here call it its own stairway to heaven. And I'll admit, when I first heard that, I thought it might be an exaggeration. But once you're here, you understand exactly why it is true. This right behind me is a Grand Piton, and this is where, if you can spot like a small settlement there, this is where slaves used to come and hide from their masters back in the day. But the view is quite spectacular here. How long is the hike? 8 hours you said? 4 hours, one way. 2 up, 2 down. The real magic happened when I reached the top. Suddenly the trail opened up and there they were, the pitons, rising out Caribbean Sea. Below, Soufriere sparkled in sunlight, and if the sky is clear, you can even see the neighboring Martinique from here. Look at this view behind me. So right now, this is one of the best views I've seen in Saint Lucia. This is the highest point of the hike, with another beautiful panoramic view. You can see the Sugar Beach Bay and the 360 view of the island. And as my guide says, you can even have a cheesy photo touching the peak of the Petit Piton. Very short, cool trail, with the highlight being the viewpoints of the Sugar Beach and the Pitons. Would recommend you do it if you don't want to climb the actual Pitons. It takes about 40-minute round trip, and you walk through the shades, through some sun a little bit. It's a very easy hike to do, with unforgettable pictures. To be quite honest with you, this views impressed me so much that I stood here for a while, enjoying the nature, listening to the sound of the forest and the waves far below. It felt like being in the middle of the postcard, except it was real and will forever live in my memory. As my time in Saint Lucia was coming to an end, I kept coming back to this moment. Standing atop of the hill and realizing how small I was comparing to the creations of nature like these pitons, and how beautiful our nature was. And I guess that's the magic of this island. It's not about beaches or luxury resorts or thrill around the mud bath at Sulphur Springs. It's the way this place makes you feel, alive and humbled. Saint Lucia isn't just a place you visit. It's the place that stays with you long after you're gone.